Welcome to our second overview of the residential experience model. In this session, we will identify key components of the residential experience model, or REM, and discuss important developmental theories for learning that dig deeper into what each of the learning goals for REM mean for our professional staff and our resident assistants. You might remember that our last video overviewed how our philosophy of learning emerged historically. As we move forward, it's important to remember that we believe students learn outside of the classroom and that we can play a role in the learning that happens in residential environments. The residential experience model, or REM, is Clemson's residential curriculum. When we are talking about a curriculum, we are talking about a defined and prescribed course of experiences that students must fulfill in order to achieve a certain level of education. Think of it kind of like a syllabus. Our curriculum overviews what we believe students will learn and achieve as a result of living on campus. A residential curriculum helps us to provide our professional and student staff with a better experience. Those who have utilized a similar approach to this at other schools claim that the curriculum has helped keep staff from feeling overworked, and it also helps keep our students from feeling overprogrammed. Last, both the professional and student staff are able to align their planning with student learning and the institution's mission, and as a result feel a stronger sense of importance towards what they are doing and helping to provide their residents. A few key components of the residential experience model are as follows. We believe students experience sequenced learning, that our learning experiences build off of one another, so that what our first-year students are learning is different than what our second-year students are learning and our third-year students, and so on. We also believe that RAs are the experts in their own community. We expect that our RAs connect to their residents and get to know them on an individual basis so that they are better able to support their students' learning and community building. We also believe in utilizing what we know and what we gather to proactively plan for the future. The choices we make connected to our student learning are not done in a reactionary way, but are rather done with intentional thought and forward thinking. Last, we believe that utilizing content experts is an important part to supporting our students' learning. RAs should be experts on their own community, but they should not be expected to be experts on academic study tips and healthy eating strategies and stress management tips and everything else. So we utilize our content experts to make a more efficient and helpful experience for both our resident assistants and our students. Another key component of REM is that it is grounded in research developmental theories. The choices we make about student learning at Clemson are based in academic theory. One such theory that Clemson uses to guide our thinking is self-authorship. Marcia Baxter Magolda developed this theory of interpersonal and intrapersonal development that articulates that as students mature, they move from black and white thinking into a more complex shades of gray thinking. College is a time of crossroads where students are challenged to move from relying on others' perspectives to developing their own independent beliefs. As professionals and resident assistants, we might see students who are on their learning edge at a crossroads. We have the responsibility to help them develop their own independent beliefs and and validate them in development of their own ideas and opinions. Reflect on your own learning edge at your crossroads by answering prompt 1. Another way in which our curriculum is grounded in theory is that it is centered around the development of dialogic opportunities for our students. Whether these experiences are happening in our common spaces or more facilitated opportunities like community dialogues with the peer dialogue facilitators, our curriculum operates under the belief that our students can learn from one another when they have safe and structured opportunities to explore attitudes about polarizing societal issues and ideas. The last major theory that helps guide our thinking is the partner learning model. As researched by Marcia Baxter Magolda, the partner learning model is best explained by thinking of a tandem bike. Take a minute to answer the second prompt on your worksheet. If this bike represents what we believe about student learning, place the following where they belong on the bike: student, RA, campus resources, and campus environment. When we're thinking about our role as educators for our students, we believe that our students are the ones that should guide their own journey. They should be sitting in the driver's seat, with access to controlling the speed and direction in which they are learning. As educators, we take the seat in the back, there to provide guidance and support, but not to control someone else's journey. Our role in being a good learning partner is to validate our students' ideas, situate ourselves in their experience, be a team player, and be helpful in recognizing that learning is something the student and educator are doing together. These three guiding theories, self-authorship, intergroup dialogue, and the learning partner model, have all informed what we believe that students will learn while they're with us and how they will learn while they're with us. Each of these theories help to create intentional experiences that transform our students' lives. By being a good learning partner, creating spaces for dialogue, and helping our students move towards independent beliefs and ideas, we are best able to support our on-campus population. Before we move on, take a minute to answer the next prompt in your workbook. Building personalized and unique intentional relationships with our students is our primary strategy for creating a transformative and intentional experience. We rely on our resident assistants to build great relationships with their community members and become the experts of their overall community. We ask our RAs to do this primarily through intentional interactions. Intentional interactions are opportunities for RAs to dig deeper into the relationship and be a good partner for their residents' learning through situating their support in each individual student's experience. Intentional interactions could look something like connecting residents to different resources or offices on campus, talking more about a student's chosen major or career, processing what students believe about the world and how college has been impacting those beliefs, or discussing social identities. Intentional interactions are our on-the-ground approach and our most frequent opportunity to enhance the learning of our students. We rely heavily on our RAs to have those experiences and have those interactions on a regular basis in order to create multiple opportunities for learning and community building throughout time. In order to have strong intentional interactions, it is important to have a good grasp on our learning goals. Our next session will dig deeper into each of the learning goals we have for our students.